At 7:30, let's get into your news headlines on this Monday morning. A very, very good morning to you. Well, it seems like it's business as usual in the areas that were hotspots during the looting in KwaZulu-Natal and Gauteng last month, after calls for a national shutdown today. Calls for the shutdown have been circulating on social media. The National Joint Operational and Intelligence Structure said at the weekend that measures were in place to ensure the safety and security of South Africans. The situation this morning will come as a relief for the Department of Basic Education, with matrics due to start their prelims today. Well, let's find out what's happening on the East Rand here in Gauteng, where Mhlako Kumane and Hermit Mamela are standing by. Mhlako, when we crossed in to you a little bit earlier, it seemed very, very quiet at that time. Anything more? I mean, we can see patrol vehicles there, but I imagine it seems quite quiet there. And I think what really took us by surprise was that the area is being protected by the taxi drivers. What's happening?
Yes, indeed, Leanne. We've now moved. We were earlier on when we spoke, we were in Vosloorus. We are now in Spruitview, another part of the township. And yes, indeed, the patrol vehicles by, the taxi associations are still doing what they were doing earlier on, telling us that they started this at about 4 a.m. this morning and speaking about how they found one looter in the Vosloorus area, which they then handed over to police. Understand that this gentleman that was found with food stuff on him. That's how they identified him as a looter. But it definitely is business as usual. People are going to work. Some businesses are already open here, and others also opening. And I also see there is a police vehicle here. There is one police vehicle with two policemen, a policeman and a woman, and just people going about their day-to-day business. But you're quite right, Leanne, saying that it was quite surprising when we arrived in this township this morning to see a long convoy of the VBDTA, taxi association, saying that they have lost quite a lot of money in terms of, the July lootings that took place, saying that they took it upon themselves when they discovered, when they were looking around, that every shopping complex had just one police vehicle, saying that this was clearly not enough. They took it upon themselves to ensure that their businesses do not suffer, but also just to ensure that, it is business as usual, I suppose, also to their advantage as well. Leanne.
All right, Mhlako, let's leave it there. We'll check in again with you if there's any more that needs to be reported. But our, as you can see, team out and about, just keeping a very, very close eye on those particularly hotspots that were identified during the last set of those riots that we saw taking over South Africa. So we'll pause that for now, move on to another story, which, of course, is the reporting of COVID numbers in South Africa, and that's 10,748 new infections have been reported across the country. 170 new deaths have also been reported, taking total fatalities to 79,421. KwaZulu-Natal has the highest number of new infections, with 3,369. A 25-year-old man arrested in connection with the murder of University of Fort Hare student Nosicelo Mtebeni is expected to appear in court today. The gruesome death of the 23-year-old law student has shocked the suburb of Gegni in East London, where her remains were found last week. The suspect was arrested on Thursday after parts of the victim's dismembered body were found in and outside her boyfriend's residence. All right, and that's where we leave our headlines.